Greetings, fellow noobs! Welcome to another NuubCast. This is Blomus, bringing you 1v1 on Abysmal Caverns, some suchness. And yes, it's me! I'm playing because, you know, sometimes, well, not sometimes, I mean, I'm a noob, and sometimes I like to submit my own replays to NuubCast. My opponent is Blood Pit. And, you know, I don't really like to cast my own games because, for the sole reason that it takes away from, you know, my queue of doing your games. Because, of course, when I cast my own games, I jump to the front of the line. It's a special, I know a guy. I know a guy who does some of the casting for NuubCast, so he hooks me up. Anyway, I'm a little bit more at peace tonight than I was the last time I cast some games. And it's not because I'm winning. I just have a better attitude. I guess I had a better day today, perhaps. So I just want to apologize for some of my queuing that may have happened in the last cast, as me and Bloodpit's workers do the proverbial high five. Gonna find him in his base. So yeah, I'm in gold now, as you know, and my experience in gold has really varied. Things have changed, and somewhat drastically. I mean, for instance, my favorite matchup prior to Season 3 was PvP. I loved PvP. You know, sometimes people forgated, but most times, you know, and I mean, I've gotten pretty good at holding off a forgate. So, hey, look at that. Blomus put some workers in gas. There you go. Oh, I'm going to try and get him. Oh, see, I hate when I do that. I was trying to get the surround on him, and I totally hit a attack too late, and now I'm, like, losing mining time and all this crap. So, but yeah, but here in gold, it's like, it's freaking retarded. It's, yeah, sorry, just, the missus just came in and I had to pause for a second. So yeah, in silver, loved PvP, it was my best matchup. I was like 75%, maybe more in PvP in Season 2. Loved it. Now, gold PvP sucks. Like, it's just freaking cheese fest. Everybody zealot rushes, or I haven't been cannon rushed yet, but most everybody does like some kind of zealot rush, and it's so boring. And you know, I've been working on my forgate because I figured I was going to get forgated out the ERs, and I have been, and there has been quite a bit of forgating. Here comes a Riva from Blood Pit, gonna try and do some damage. I see him jump up, I see him go by. I'm gonna try and run my Stalker back there. He gets a kill. And he's gonna go after a second kill, and I'm trying to run away. He's gonna get a second one. Is he gonna get a third one? No, because I'm gonna kill him. So 2 workers. Blood Pit has killed 2 workers via harass. Alright, and he's going pretty much 1-1-1. Yeah. See a lot of that from Terrans, 1-1-1. You see a lot of 6 racks. You see, I mean, whatever. I've been in Gold League for what, 2 weeks maybe? I haven't personally been terrorized by Hellion harass as of yet. Or Blue Flame Hellions. Hasn't been a whole lot of that. Most gold guys are still doing bio, lots of bio, which is working better here at Gold League than it was for them when I was in Silver League. I also had a very good win percentage against Terran in Silver as well. I mean, granted, I would expect that all my matchups are going to be harder now that I'm in gold. It just is common sense. So, you know, it shouldn't surprise me. But the different play is really weird and kind of frustrating as my probe gets fried. This is going to be the 4th worker killed by harass. And that Hellion is not going to live long or prosper. So now we've got a little bit, he's got some tanks. This is what you see a lot of. You see a lot of bio and a few tanks and medevacs. I mean, that's a great combination. It's a great composition. It's good. Terran players should use it. I find nothing wrong with it. And Blood Pit does... he plays pretty well in this game. I mean, he plays really well in this game. And he's going to do another drop here. And, well, I won't tell you about it. I'll just let you watch it. I'm getting ready. I am thinking that he's going to do, I'm like, oh crap, he's going to do freaking Blue Flame Hellions, because I saw that Hellion, I got all freaked out. So I dropped the Forge, dropped a couple pylons. I'm going to throw some cannons down. Eventually. Maybe not yet, because I don't have a ton of money. And so this drop's going to come in. And it's going to do some damage as well. So if we look at the unit tab, pretty even. He's killed 4 workers. I was just about to drop a cannon and they killed the worker. So he's killed 4 of my workers prior to this drop. And that's great. Look at that. He didn't engage me at all. He just killed... How many more workers did he kill? He killed 6 more workers, 7 more workers, and then he ran away. That was great, freaking productive drop. And he kept all of his units alive. I don't even think he lost 1 unit. That thing is still full. Every single one of them in there. Awesome drop. Freaking-tastic. And here I am, hurting for probes. I'm thinking 3-gate expand. 3-gate expand happens at like 6 minutes, 7 minutes late. And I'm still on 3 gates. I'm like getting some armor upgrades. I'm dropping cannons. You know, Blood Pit is doing it right, man. And look, now he's got tanks and Marines and Marauders. And he's going to freaking come with all this crap. He's going to drop me again. This is freaking ballicious. Now, what am I doing? I'm just trying to, my minerals are slow. Obviously my income, I'm getting creamed in income. I'm trying to catch up on harvesters. And what do I see? I see that. And if I'm looking at the minimap when I see it, so I just barely see it. It's only there for a second. And I'm still late. I'm actually going the wrong way. So some misclickage from me, and he's in a great spot. I got the Guardian shield up. Guys are coming in, killing units. It's going on, and he is going to load up his last. These are all the same units basically that he came with the first time, and he's gonna get away with that too. I'm gonna try and chase him down. I'm gonna try and warp in some stalkers, but they're not in time. So he does get away, and I even try to chase him down some. And so I'm still in one base. I'm like, crap, I need to do something. I'm gonna go get some Colossus. And he is expanding. He's dropping his natural. Still only on 2 racks, 1 factory, 1 starport, but he did really good. He's got lots of money. He's got a Ghost Academy over here. He's doing just an excellent job. I think he stopped making probes though, and so his income which probably could have been a lot more than it was. I'm thinking, okay, I have to do something. So I'm going to go in and see what he's got, see if he's expanded. I'm going to push and try and get back some of that damage that he just did to me. And tank comes down. It's going to go down pretty quick. Not a whole lot of zealots here. It's not normal for me. Normally against Terran, I make a butt ton of zealots, so my sentries here are actually getting taken out. I kill that ghost before he can run away. Here comes another ghost, and I want to get rid of him. Bam! And I want to take out this orbital though, but the tanks are going to keep me at bay. So I'm kind of even things up a little bit. We look again at units. Food is about the same, and we're back even on SEVs. But of course that doesn't matter because Terrans have mules. But we're back. We're even. I've slowed down his expansion. I mean, I'm still like just trying so hard to pump out some probes and try and get my expansion up. I think I do actually finally lay it down here. Oh, I'm sorry. I totally missed an engagement. Let me go back real quick. So bad to do this. Blah! Right in the middle of me getting slammed. Yeah, he comes out, and it's good for him to do this, but I'm only half engaged, and now his tanks are hitting me from the high ground, which is just stupid. I never should have pulled my guys in. I should have stayed away, so I lost more guys I shouldn't have lost. Finally pulled them out of there, and come back down here to my natural, where I've been trying to expand for ages. Again, immortal out, and I'm floating money here. I don't like how much money I'm floating. I really need to expand there. I finally put it down. Brought in 2 more gateways, another pylon, and I'm going to go expand, and that makes me feel a little bit better about where my money is. Once again, I've stopped making probes because I'm such a tool like that, and my macro does tend to slip. And he then has laid down 2 more racks. He's using his orbital to mule. Not making any more tanks. Is that not making much of anything, actually. He's making ghosts, which is good. I think I'm going to get back to what I am used to doing and start warping in some zealots here. I think that's what I do next. I have my upgrades. Check upgrades here real quick. He is +1 on attack and not doing anything else at the moment. He's going to go ahead and retake his natural, which is, I mean, perfect thing to do. At this point, he's going to go out and take the towers as well. He did a much better job with map vision than I did, taking at least one of the towers. I felt very behind throughout the game, so there was never a point at which I felt like comfortable in the game. And are you gonna open these gateways? Come on, Bilamas, there you go. And he's gonna come out. He is gaining heavily on food because I'm teching, trying to tech. I've got my Robo Bay and my Twilight Council, and I've transferred a lot of probes, and I'm still trying to pump out probes. But he's doing pretty well as far as his supply count goes, and he's well ahead of me. I think I'm gonna start catching up soon. Obviously, when you have 5 gateways, you can just warp in, and you can catch up on food pretty quick. If he starts to tech or is doing other things, he's getting his armor upgrade now. Still pumping out medevacs. Not a whole lot more production from him yet. He's floating a lot of money. Now we have 2 more. What are those called? Barracks. Yeah. I do see his tanks over here. I don't see a whole lot else of what he's doing. My vision is not great. I see most of what's going on in his main, have seen, and he's moving out now, and I just missed this because I'm about to move my observer over, and I completely missed his army moving out. So I see just this little bit. I'm like, what? It's like, okay, he must be tanking, but he's still 13 foot ahead of me, and am I gonna warp in around the zealots here before he attacks? I feel like I know this is coming. Like I saw like the tail piece of it or something. I'm pretty sure I know it's coming. And now my Colossus are out, though, and I do have my upgrades finished. And I'm getting my level 2 armor. There's my next round of zealots, and he's gonna attack. Pretty good EMP. I still get the Guardian Shield off. My zealots are not part of the EMP, so I get to chase down the Marauders, and I'm gonna be able to finish it. Now I've evened things up. And food-wise, anyway, I've evened things up. I am. Things are also even as far as upgrades, I believe. They're both 1-1. This is bad. What happens right here is bad. It actually starts off good. I'm killing the tanks, and that's great. And this is just a bad micro, and I just move in, and so my Colossus come out in the front, and that's such a terrible spot for them to be. Had I had them on the high ground, if I had them on the high ground back here, then, and there's no units up here, I freaking own that, and I could probably move in and win, or come pretty close to winning, right there. But that's not what happens, and Blood Pit continues to pull ahead. And I pull back here. I'm going to pull out some zealots, and I'm going to, I think I'm going to pull out a probe and drop some pylons out there so I can start to, my army. I'm floating lots of minerals, lots of gas, and I'm about to be mined out my main. So I'm thinking drop an expansion. I'm actually going to do double. I go to drop double expansion because I have all that money saved up. But in the meantime, he's just pumping out units because he's got all this production and mules. Check out the income tab. Look at that. I just mined out my main, and he's got, what, 5 mules? 5 mules on one base, so he is literally quadrupling my income right this moment. And he goes out, pull around, stims up, my zealots are getting creamed, the rest of my army's not even in this, so I'm late to come to the party. The zealots get creamed. Now that I've used all of my money on starting these expansions, I don't have any. And I'm going to lose these pylons, which isn't a big deal. But then I went to cancel. I wanted to cancel just one. I wanted to leave this one up so I could get another base up. But I had all of my freaking Nexus hotkeyed to #1, which is how I do it. And he's going to be able to kite these, and these 3 Vikings are going to kill my Colossus, and he's going to do a very good job of keeping those units away from my Colossus. Colossus dies, and he's going to be able to come in here and kick my butt. This was one of the games where I was like, you know, this is the games what I tell you about, and I'm like, oh man, that was such a good game. Even though I lost, I felt like it was really close, and one or two things gone different. You know, the whole game is different. Like I said, that one bit up here with the Colossus on the high ground, losing those 2 was huge. Canceling both of my Nexus when I only wanted to cancel one might not have made a difference in the long run, but I got no income. So hopefully if I can sneak my probes around that army, then I might be able to hang. But at this point, I've got no mineral income. So yeah, I thought it was a good game. Hope you enjoyed it as well. In the meantime, what? I didn't even say anything. See you next time. Actually, I have another game I want to cast of mine. Woo! Because it's cool like that. But in the meantime, keep climbing out louder. Peace.